For a Chicago police officer to kick them off their own land? Do you believe a Chicago police officer has authority? Do you believe a Chicago police officer has that authority to make you go inside because you're filming an episode of Chicago Fire? Now I'm filming. Look at you guys don't like this. Now you guys got to go back to your own room. So just to orientate you guys and show you what you're looking at, they are shooting there on the left. On the left is the parking lot they are in. It's an open business, that quick stop, and on the left of that where they put Scott's Grocery, that's closed business. Right there is where I'm shooting, to the left of that alley. That's where I'm standing. You hear me interview that lady and she rolls her eyes and says, I'm not leaving. I live here. She's standing in front of that house to the left of the, right there, that yellow house. It's obviously a residential neighborhood, a residential street.
Hey, everybody, if you are not a part of the shooting crew, we need you to step back, please. This is for your safety. Please step back over here. Step back. Corner to be at. Watch the action.
Where do I go over here?
Yep.
Okay.
Get everyone all the way back to the sidewalk, please.
Guys, the corner over here is safer.
To the sidewalk.
Corner here on the south end is safer, guys, to watch. Hey, costumes.
All right, let's go around this corner, please.
We're going to this corner now.
Over here. Everyone's going to this corner.
Okay, told me to go to this corner. Now we're going to this corner. Okay.
This corner.
Okay.
Pardon me?
Oh my God! It's too many chiefs, not enough Indians over here. So here we have it on the public easement. We have regular people telling the public where to go.
Keep going, please.
Are you kidding me? How much are we getting paid? Who are you to tell?
Thank you.
Whether it be Chicago Fire, ExxonMobil, to have a company whose only sole purpose is to turn a profit at the expense of the people is fundamentally wrong. NBC is getting paid, production, actors, the city, the 100 workers, while the people who live there and own the land, both public and private, had to park 1, 2, 3 blocks away from their houses. The ones they ordered inside at 6 p.m. The people whose lives got interrupted got nothing. Every family on that block should have got $15 an hour for every hour they were there, and they were there all night long into the next morning. Instead, these families were inconvenienced, these citizens were inconvenienced and ordered around like cattle. So the public servants, right, the people that made the profit off this, the people that exploited these people, they would have no problem if a camera showed up at their job, in a taxpayer's building, right? If a camera showed up there, they definitely wouldn't have a problem. And guess what? A camera did show up there, and it showed up there on a Friday, and that wasn't by mistake. And it showed up there right before they were about to get off work, and that wasn't by mistake. But make no doubt about it, that was a Friday in which you were about to leave. You had to deal with a camera at work. You are a public servant. It is your job to deal with the public. It is your job to explain to the public what is going on. So there's no way they got upset by that. Well, hold on to your seats, because regardless of where I've ever been, the people that got the most upset about being on camera was the Chicago Film Office. Next up was the local politician's office. The man who's supposed to be the voice for these people. They couldn't believe that a camera was asking them questions. So, when it comes down to it, this is the facts. An email was sent out, right? Now that email has to be approved by the Chicago Film Office. This is it right there. They put down Mobile. They couldn't even bother to learn the name of the streets that they were going to exploit. It's Mobile. And then they put down Mobile again on the very next line. They just repeated the same exact from Fullerton to Grand on Mobile. From Fullerton to Grand on Mobile. It was just thrown together. And then at the bottom, if you see here, thanks for your cooperation. This thing was typed up weeks before it even happened. They couldn't even bother to learn the street's name. They couldn't bother to even proofread. The Chicago Film Office couldn't even bother to proofread its own email that it was disseminating, that it's required to proofread. Give me the microphone, disorderly. You know who did stick up for me? Reagan F. Peabody. Reagan as in Ronald Reagan. F as in Fitzgerald, John Fitzgerald Kennedy. That's the right wing and the left wing. The donkey and the elephant made it and had me, the son of Uncle Sam. I am baseball and American pie personified. I am what happens if Chevy and Ford had a kid. And I will stick up for the people, today and every day after. But who I am is not important. Who I represent is, and that's the people. Now keep acting in your treasonous, tyrannical ways, and understand this, I have a very specific set of skills. A set of skills that makes a man like me nightmare for people like you. A set of skills I've earned and learned over a long, long career. Now what I don't have is money. What I do have is time and a promise. Keep taking advantage of the people. Keep getting fat. Keep living high off the hog. And there won't be a corner of this country you can hide in that my camera won't find you. And I will shine a light on you so hot that it will singe the hair on your eyebrows. Now let's get on with the show. Hello?
Yes, hello.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Not bad, not bad. How about you?
Good, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to the gentleman who's involved with the Chicago Film Office that does the permits for
Okay.
things like Chicago Fire, things of that nature. Let me show you what it is here. Give me 1 second.
Can I ask why you're filming?
Because we're in the Chicago Film Office. Because Chicago Fire came to my block and filmed. Told me I had to go inside my house at 6 o'clock, December 13th. So they could get the best shot. And it seemed like everybody was getting paid there. There was about 60 people getting paid. And the only people that were put out were the actual citizens. Do you know who put this? Was this you guys? Because the alderman said you
would have been those location managers listed right there.
Okay, well, if you look here, see, this street's called Mobile. It's Mobile. And then they wrote it on there twice. Mm-hmm. And then down here it says, thank you for your cooperation. Mm-hmm. But this was written like 3 weeks before this even happened. Mm-hmm. So nobody even got a chance to cooperate. Well, let me show you what happened here. There's a video on the internet. It's got about 100,000 views. You can look at it if you want. Have you seen it?
No, I mean, I don't know what you're referring to or what you're talking about.
Okay, well, I'll show you. You want it to...
Yeah, is there something I can help
Yeah, well, yes, you can help me with what I'm literally explaining to you. I'm literally explaining it to you. Time, date, everything. I'm about to show you video evidence, like so you were like right standing there. It's almost like you were right there. I mean, I can't explain it any better than that. But let's get this party started right, and let's get the security in here. Come on, let's go. 30 seconds in, let's get security. He's got to look at her to make a decision. She's got to look back at him. It's like the worst codependent relationship ever. I have literally stumbled into the bottom 2 on the totem pole. Help me with, I want to know why there was a Chicago police officer telling me I was going to get arrested if I didn't go inside my house. Here. It's right here at the beginning.
Folks, after this scene, I'm going to have to get off the block. Off the block, after this scene, I'm going to have to get off the block for the night.
Nobody can be on this block. What if we live here? What if we live here?
Go inside your house.
So, no, but the people that live here cannot sit outside their own buildings?
What don't you understand?
I'm asking.
I mean, this is between you and the Chicago.
Okay, so is that generally, so the permit...
Going onto the sidewalk. It's also parked in front of a fire hydrant, and it's parked in front of a sign that says no parking tow zone. Let me out for the warning, but...
They are providing security for the movie detail.
Okay, but...
Their job is to be over there with the movie detail. With us now, she's working with the movie department.
So, okay, so so she's using a city cruiser that's parked illegally working for a private company?
You want the truth?
Is that generally, so the permit, does the permit allow for martial law to be in place? Does the permit allow?
I don't know what you're referring to with martial law. However,
so does the permit?
There might be certain safety issues, and I don't know particularly with this example that you're giving me here, or this video, or what night, or what.
It was December 13th. It was December 13th. It was at 6 o'clock at night. It was right here on. It was on. The street was Mulligan. It was Grand and Mulligan. So
Again, I don't know what you're referring to exactly. However, everything on the permit is a case-by-case scenario. I don't know what you're referring to with martial law.
So
however, this sounds like it's an issue between you and how the police department.
Okay, but it was the lady on set that said the block needs to be cleared. It was that lady who told that police officer
we would
that.
have to look into the specific issue, but it's likely it could be a safety issue.
Okay, so
it's the only thing that.
They do have authority with those permits to make people go inside their own houses.
I mean, he wasn't directing to go anywhere, but if it was the safety.
They go to picture, they got
Got it. All right. Folks, after this scene, I'm just going to have to get off the block.
Go off the block completely.
After this scene, I'm just going to have to get off the block for the night.
Nobody can be on this block.
Okay.
What if we live here? What if we live in
Go inside your house.
But if it was a safety issue.
Well, no, he did. He said if you don't go inside, you could go inside your own house
Then
if you live
that's an
there.
issue you have to bring up with the police department.
Well, it was he wasn't working for the police department. He was working his second job, and he was working for the film crew.
As a City of Chicago police officer.
Yes, but been getting paid by the film crew. He got his instructions straight from the film lady. So I went to the alderman's office, and they told me to come see you. And it's a little bit weird that you guys are saying let's call security and stuff because I showed up with a camera when you're the film office. When you set out the permit and had Chicago Fire come to my block and told me I had to go inside my own house.
And I'll explain the situation to
Okay,
you.
please.
We issue a permit for filming. What happened with there that sounds like there was an altercation between you and the City of Chicago
No,
Police
not me.
Department.
It was the whole block. It wasn't me.
Well, it was with the City of Chicago Police Department.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you have those for permits? Can I see that permit?
If you write us and give us a formal request.
Do you have a FOIA
you can-
do you have a FOIA request?
You can also view the permits online.
Okay.
All the permits are available online.
And where's that at online?
If you go to the City of Chicago website, you can search for permits there.
Oh, he's drowning. He's drowning. He definitely does not watch my channel. If you go to the City of Chicago website, you can look at the files online. What? 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 No. You can do a Freedom of Information Act request on those permits. A request at chicago.gov. That's what you meant to say if you knew what you're talking about. But we'll go with, if you go to the Chicago's computer thing, you can look at papers on there. Okay. But is that oh, so we got security here because I'm filming. So is that generally what happens? You're allowed to, you didn't see anything untoward about that? You didn't see any problem with that?
I don't handle Chicago Fire. I don't handle Chicago
So
Fire
is Kwame here?
Kwame is not here.
Okay,
You're looking at the only two people here right now.
so who would know about this? Because everybody seems like they're passing the buck on to somebody else. So this is what happened. I came home to my house on a December 13th on a very, very unseasonably warm day. And Chicago Fire seemed to rent out my block. I couldn't walk down my own block. I was threatened with arrest if I did walk down my block. And then when they said they're going to shoot the next scene, everyone's got to clear the block. I said, well, what if we live on this block? He said, then you got to go inside your house. So I'm asking you, who's here? Who's the top guy here? Who's the? What's your name?
I'm Kwame Amoaku.
My Kwame, I talked to you. Remember talking to me on the phone?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so you said the media department was going to get back to me. They never got back to me, Kwame.
Yeah.
What happened? Did they make a mistake? They forgot about me?
No, you have to go through them if you want to interview anybody.
I did. I did went through that, and they didn't call me back. So can I make an appointment right now to go talk to the media?
Absolutely, you can make an appointment with them. You can go up to the 4th floor and talk to them, but you can't shoot it here.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they couldn't shoot on my street either, but they did. Right? They made me go inside my house because they were shooting. So it's a little. You could see the dynamic. You don't like to be shot at work. I don't like to be shot at home. Right?
So just for the record, the public way is not, you're not the owner of the public way.
Okay, so do you want to see
the taxpayer owns the
Okay,
public way.
but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the police officer. We're talking about the stagehand telling the police officer after this scene, everybody has to clear the block. I said, what if we live on this block? Then you have to go inside your house.
Well, that's an optional thing for you. You didn't have to go inside your
It was
house.
a police officer
asked
giving
to
me
go
a direct. It was a police officer giving me an order.
Well, then your problem is with the police department. It's
Okay,
not
but
with
what?
the film
So I'm asking you: Does the permit allow you
to make Chicago residents go inside their own house.
Nothing allows a person to make a
So,
resident.
so then that police officer was wrong. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Kwame's saying that police officer did not have the jurisdiction to make people go inside their own house.
Are you trying to make me give you something on the record? Because I'm not going to do that.
I mean, you already have. Police officer was wrong. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Kwame, you already have. You already said it. You already said yeah.
Your beef is with the police department.
Because they were wrong. Because they were wrong.
Well, you should discuss it with them.
I have.
Well, then.
And they sent me here. The alderman sent me here. Everybody sent me here. So here we are, Kwame.
So what I'm trying to figure out is.
Now let's get something straight here before Kwame goes into his own little grandstanding. Kwame called me. I never called Kwame. Kwame called me on my personal cell phone. Kwame put himself in this. He called me. I went to the alderman's office and ringy-dingy, Kwame's on my phone. Kwame called me. I went to the alderman's office, talked to them about it, and Kwame called me.
What is the resolution? What are you trying to accomplish?
Well, I want to know how much. I want to see the permit. I want to.
That's a FOIA request.
Okay, and I asked for the FOIA request.
This is not where you get a FOIA request.
And that's where we were in the middle of talking when you came in.
Okay.
Okay. So don't act all you're disgusted and you can't deal with this because you've been dealing with it for 45 seconds.
I'm a public servant. I'm
Exactly.
Exactly. For you. It seems like you're trying to grandstand.
No, I don't know that that's the case. I think Chicago Fire was trying to grandstand.
If you want a resolution to your problem, then tell me what you need so I can items.
When I talked to you 2 weeks ago, I asked you to get me involved with the media.
Yes.
You forgot all about me. You never thought I was going to come down here, did you?
They chose not to engage with you.
Okay.
And that's a choice that they have. They don't have to give you a comment. They don't have to talk to you.
You're right.
Have to do those
You're right.
things.
You're right.
So
but somebody, you're public
not to do
servants.
that.
Somebody's got to answer for this. So if the police department sends me here, if the alderman's office sends me here,
information, then you need to do a FOIA request.
Okay.
This is not where
but you just told me I can make an appointment with the media department.
No, I just told you if you want to speak to them where they are.
No, you told me to make an appointment with them. If I wanted. So can I make an appointment right now to go talk to the media?
Absolutely, you can make an appointment with them. You can go up to the 4th floor and talk to them.
If I wanted to make an appointment
speak to them, they're not here. They're on the 4th floor. If you want to talk to communications, you can speak to them on the 4th floor.
Okay.
If you have an issue with the film office, then you can talk to us about that.
Don't you think that is an issue with a Chicago police officer on the behest?
That's an isolated incident that you're trying to make it to a policy, and it's not a policy.
Okay, well, I'm
it's
saying,
not a policy
just say it was a mistake. Just say he was wrong. I mean, just stop trying to circle around the issue. I mean, he ordered people inside their house because Chicago Fire could get the best shot. So Chicago Fire could make money and get the best shot they could possibly get. Everybody's got to go inside their house at 6 o'clock. And you're trying to dance around that issue. That's what happened.
That's a misunderstanding that you're blowing out of proportion.
Well, there was nothing misunderstood. He said, go inside your house.
The officer misunderstood the request and communicated to you incorrectly.
So you talked to the officer? No, it wasn't a misunderstanding.
No,
there was no misunderstanding.
It is because it's not our policy to tell people to go into their houses.
Yes, so it wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a man overstepping his bounds. He understood it exactly how he wanted, but it was a man overstepping his bounds.
You're just trying to grandstand and make an issue out of a
So we're
misunderstanding.
in agreement. We're in agreement.
Of the film
But so when the Chicago police officers, they get paid by the Chicago Film Office?
I can't speak for the Chicago.
No, who is that police officer working for?
Film office.
Okay, I'm asking you,
they work for the Chicago Police Department. If you have an issue with police,
they weren't getting paid by the Chicago police officer.
With the police.
Yeah. Hold it in landscape mode. There you go. That's right.
So if you have an issue with the police department, they have an entire apparatus built to complain to them.
Yeah. Well, they sent me here.
Well, you're giving me the information. I'm telling you where you need to go in order to resolve the situation.
So do they
Are you interested in a resolution to your situation?
Yes.
Are you trying to just make a
No. I'm interested in a resolution.
Okay, so what is the resolution to your issue?
Who's your supervisor?
The mayor of the city of Chicago.
Oh, so you're the head of this?
So what is it that you need? I'm trying to.
Can you give me your business card? Can you give me your business card?
Sure, no problem. Because it doesn't seem like you're actually trying to accomplish anything.
Okay. No, hold it in landscape mode. We live in a landscape mode. You got it in. You actually have it in the absolute wrong. Okay, well.
Direct these nuts. I'm a director. Okay, well, I'm the concrete constitutionalist, the concrete Johnny Cochran, the lip boxing heavyweight champion of the world, the MMA artist of the esophagus, and I'm going to FOIA request your personal cell phone because you're using it on company time and you are a public employee, so it is FOIA requestable. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so do we walk like this or do we walk up and down? You're a terrible director then.
After this office, is he done here?
You have any other
Yes,
business with the
there's
film
nothing
office?
left.
I mean,
Okay.
what else can we do for you as the film office?
No, I just wanted to come out here and talk to you because we had talked on the phone and you
great.
said that
What can we
the
do for
media
you as the
office
film
would.
office?
You said the media office would get back to me, and they
choose
didn't.
not to engage with you, that's their choice.
Okay, well
It's
then I
not-
came
if
down here
someone
to
says
talk to you
say
face to
no
face.
comment, then
But
there's
why
no
are you
comment.
upset? What made you upset
I'm
about
not
this
upset.
situation?
I'm cool as a cucumber.
Really, this is how you talk all the time?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, well the
I'm
public
speaking to you in a
will
very
decide that.
measured
I think that the public
and
will decide
polite
that.
and respectful
No,
tone
I think
right
you're
now.
very loud. You're upset. You have one, two, three,
I don't know.
three
You gotta
security
be
guards.
asking
Why
me.
did
If you
why
need
did?
him out of the
But why did
office,
security?
I don't know.
But why did you call security?
Because you're obviously antagonizing someone. I mean,
I'm not. I haven't antagonized anybody.
Are you done, sir? What can I do for you?
have to ask you
Well,
What can I do for you?
Are you done?
well, I mean, we're in the middle of a conversation. So
Tell me what I can do for you right now.
So where is the media department that I would have to talk to about this? So the Alderman Villegas sent me here. The Chicago Police Office sent me here, and you're sending me to the 4th floor.
What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to talk to somebody about what happened that day.
You just did.
Okay, and I don't need a FOIA request. I want to get the permit.
So you want to do a FOIA request for the permit?
Yeah. Where would I go about doing that? Where would I get that FOIA request?
Okay, we'll get that information for you.
Okay, thank you.
Get the FOIA request.
I said FOIA request 2 minutes into here. 2 minutes in here, I said FOIA request, and you're the first person that said you have it in here. You're rolling your eyes and throwing up your hands. Oh, you're just so exasperated. You can't believe it. Oh my God, this guy came with the camera in Chicago. Oh, now she's squinting her face. She can't believe it. She just does all those exasperated
done here.
movements.
So after Kwame gives...
I'm sorry, I was talking to Kwame. Thank you very much. Kwame's the manager. Sorry, I'm not talking to you.
You don't have to...
Excuse me. Thank you very much.
I'm staying out of this.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Listen here, Francis Ford Coppola. You weren't staying out of it. Kwame just yelled, Tahara, get in your hole. That should always be, whenever the public comes, you run and hide. Shouldn't you be at the edge of a bridge asking riddles to pass? Shouldn't you be there? Anyways, go back in your hole. The public's here. We're going to start a game. It starts right now. You go in your hole when the public comes. Well, 3, 2, 1, start.
I have documentation. It's all good.
That's the best thing to do is stay out of it.
Wow.
Wow. Rolls her eyes. Strikes her shoulder. Wow. Just is confused and exasperated by everything. Did you guys get a call to come down here for service?
No comment.
Oh, you just found your way in here? So you look at this. Somebody comes in with a camera to the Chicago Film Office and they call security. And it wasn't Kwame that called security. It was this lady here who hid behind the little desk. She called security about 30 seconds in.
Email dcasefoya@cityofchicago.org.
Thank you so much,
And
Kwame.
you give them a detailed
Yeah.
explanation.
And you know what, Kwame? If you would have just been in that tone and told me that from the beginning, everything would have been fine.
Well, I needed to get to what you wanted.
Yeah, but I think your coworker there raised the stakes. I mean, within 30 seconds, she called security. I mean, you got to sit with her every day, so I know.
have what you need?
Nodded wink. Yeah, nodded wink. Yes, thank you, Kwame. I appreciate that. Now, do I have to go to the 4th floor?
You don't need to. You can just send a request to the FOIA department right there.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you got to stay with her, so I get it. So what did they say to you? Why did they call you? Why did they call you there, big guy? You don't know why they... Wait, no, come back. Let's talk. Do you believe that it's proper for a Chicago police officer to kick them off their own land? Do you believe a Chicago police officer has authority? Do you believe a Chicago police officer has that authority to make you go inside because you're filming an episode of Chicago Fire? Now I'm filming. Look at you guys don't like this. Now you guys got to go back to your own room. Now I'm in control. I'm the one with the camera. You got to go back into your own room, go back in your own security, and stay there because it's not safe in the hallway here. You understand me? Thank you very much. Both of you go back there.